Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing today? I see I get a few jokes about the Tesla car, the new car smell. See Elon Musk, and then a Tesla vehicle drifting. It's doing the electric slide. It's quite comical. I couldn't think of a title. I thought, what the hell? The California tells you to run out and buy all these electric cars, and then they turn around and tell you not to charge them. You can't, the power grid can't handle it. Well, that's kind of an oxymoron. Somebody's moron anyway. So anyway, Vicky Swirls, hello. Finding Kino, Red, Crystal, Michael. I think I seen Steven back up in there. Yeah, Steven. So we get a few coming in the room. Not many chatting yet, but that's all right. Just getting opened up and started. Red, I don't know where you come up with these, but they're quite comical. Frank, Mama T, Cool Gamer. Hello to all you three of you. Mary Freeland, hello. Yeah, here in a minute, I'll drop a link, let a few up for a little bit, and then we'll just see how it goes from there. I don't know if my sister's going to try to call in or not. Guess I could shoot her a text. But thought I better say hello to everybody before I got cut up anymore. Red, I did not get to look up them songs. I got a little busy. Linda Darlene Johnson, hello. Had a few other things I had to take care of before I could get on, so trying to get guys lined up to go to make some money tomorrow. It's going to be different. It's been about 3 weeks. So it's getting a little scarce. So it's about that time. Hopefully this is one of those weeks we get so busy that everybody just wore the hell out, but it's well worth it because it makes good money for everybody. And my nephew's pretty excited. He's fixing to get his CDL come Tuesday. So he's pretty excited about that. Mike Mazza, how are you? Yeah, I was going to go watch that one because I do like Johnny Cash. Growing up as a kid, I couldn't stand him, but when I got older, I liked it. Silverbait, hello. It's great 9. What? Huh. I haven't seen come in yet. They're usually right in here. Yeah, Brenda. That's exactly right. And actually, one of them made me start liking it. And so I went back and started listening to some of the others. And yeah, I did like them. Bill State National, hello. All right. Well, I guess I'll drop the link. Let the torture begin. Trying to see if anybody new come in, but not that I see. Anyway, is there anything y'all want to talk about this evening? So, share it in the chat or what have you, and we'll go from there. Just kind of a relaxing Sunday, just trying to get everything wound down and then wound back up for next week. Damn. 52 out there and no one wants to come see me. Hey, there's Dorinda. That's one of the ones I was used to seeing in the chat. She wasn't there.
You misted me.
Huh.
That's okay.
I didn't see you.
I was just above Mary Freeland, I think, when you were going through, but I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter. But I just got home from the birthday party, so.
Aha, how'd that go?
It was nice. It was in the rain. We were outside in the rain today. It was just lovely.
Well, yeah, sounds that way. No.
It was good.
Oh.
Food was good. You know, the whole 9 yards. Everything was good. Company was great.
The freezing rain was not.
Right. Well, it wasn't freezing rain, but it was rain. And it was, sometimes it was just a mist. Sometimes there wasn't any. And then sometimes it was actual rain, which was a pain. Which, you know, being me, I'm standing in the rain and they put some music on. So I'm dancing in the rain. And they're all laughing, right? And they're going, look at Dorinda, she's dancing in the rain. And I'm like, dancing in the rain. Of course, I got to be an ass, but hey.
How warm was it? How warm was it up there today?
I'd say it was 68, 69, maybe 70, but I don't think it was that high.
Okay. Yeah, it's getting a little chilly to be dancing in the rain.
Well, I had my sweater on. I was good.
There you go. Robert Lawrence, hello.
Hello, everyone. So what did you do today, Shane? Anything spectacular?
Nothing spectacular, no. Just like I said, just trying to get things wound up and closed up from last week so I can start this week. Get guys ready to go in the morning. And Hello, Stephen. Well, that's good to hear, Meemaw Patriot. That's really good to hear.
It is great news. Thank you for letting us know.
Joy to all. Hello. Anytime, you know, I may not do a whole lot of praying for people, but, you know, anytime that we can get it here, there's a lot of people out here that do very good, nice jobs.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, Robert, I said hello to you, bud, but I'll say it again.
Oh, he wasn't saying hello to you. He was saying hello to Red first. That's why he's saying hello to you now.
Well, no, I think before that he had said hello to me.
Oh, everyone and Captain Trigger. He did. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to be helpful, but.
Oh, well. Gina H, hello.
Congratulations on your new job, Gina H.
She get her a new job, did she?
Yes, she did. It was mentioned, I think in Diamonds yesterday or the day before, but I didn't see her yesterday, so maybe I did. I don't know. I saw it somewhere, so I knew that I had to say something to her when I saw her next. So
there you
go. Just being polite, you know. What's today anyway? Today's the 25th. Okay, I have no birthdays on here. I have a birthday on the 27th.
Uh-huh.
Country Homestead 101, her birthday.
Uh-huh.
Diamond Lil is on the 30th.
Nice.
I started, I guess, last month If anybody mentions their birthdays, I write it down so I can remember, because I got a brain like a fart, man.
Must not be one of those lingering ones.
No.
Gone with the wind.
Yeah, I know, Gina. That's awesome. She got promoted to work in the housing resource coordinator. So now she can find more housing for the veterans. That's awesome.
Yeah, no kidding. That's real
Yeah.
good to hear.
Well, she was working with the veterans anyway, finding them housing, but now
Right.
she got moved up to the resource coordinator. So now she got more pull. We'll put it
Right.
that. Yeah, that's awesome.
No kidding.
So did you hear any news or anything today?
I have not. Nothing worth mentioning.
I haven't heard squat shit either.
Well,
But of course, I wasn't looking today either. This morning, it was like I was doing craft things online and stuff and not paying attention to normal stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to a birthday party. I don't want to get into this stuff today. To do. And that's what I did. Hello,
stand.
Stan. Sorry, Shane.
No, you're fine. We just both got it out together.
Yeah. Harvest Merry Moon. Hello.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. Like I said, I went and poked around a little bit, but I didn't see anything really other than same old crap they're still lying about. The Southern District of New York against Trump and all the little peon things that's going on that doesn't make a hill of beans to any one of us out here.
Mm-hmm. Well, the only good news from the big C country is that supposedly by the end of the month, they're supposed to be getting rid of the V mandates at the borders, and especially like for international flights and everything.
Right.
So that's a good thing.
So that means if you do come down here, you can always get home.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
It'd be like, oh, I can go home now. You can't stop me, I don't have and that app thing, they're supposed to be getting rid of that too. Oh no, that's optional.
Huh.
Nobody liked the damn thing anyway, so no one's going to use it.
Right.
But he's still being a dickhead, so what else can I say?
Yeah. Silver Bay, no, they didn't. They haven't. Any of them.
No.
Any of them, not just this one. No polio, no measles, mumps,
Yeah.
tuberculosis, none of them. We eradicated all that here in the States. Doesn't mean it can't come back.
Steve Pence says he's changing Stanzalone's name to Stands with a Fist. It's a character in a movie.
Yeah.
I thought that was cute. It's like nobody G when he comes to Bonnie's. It's somebody G.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the time. The other night he came in as nobody. It was funny. And Bonnie mentioned something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got to keep him riled up.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy, Gina. I'm sure they're still pushing it here too, but they're losing their momentum, and I'm pretty sure they can see that, but who knows, really? I don't know what's really going on here in Canada. I know a lot of people that I know aren't V'd and aren't going to get V'd, but you never know, right?
Right.
Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. It's none of my damn business, really.
That's it. Well, it's one of those deals that there's a lot of people that's been influenced to do it and they haven't done it yet. And now they're finally getting pushed enough they're going to do it. And by now they should know that it ain't going to do any good. Look at the reports out there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just too many reports saying, what a waste of money, and it's actually hurting more people than helping.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to have to stop right there with saying any more about that because get me in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Chuck will be sharing a jail cell.
Yep. That's so sad. Oh my God. Has he got the Texas one up running? Did he do one today? Do you know?
I don't know if he did one today, but I know he come on his last night on it.
Oh, okay.
He was trying to he came up on me trying to get it up and going good, so
Oh, okay.
get all the bugs worked out of it.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see he went on last night. I'll have to go back and look. Because I know when we were done, I went to bed.
Oh yeah.
When I said I was going to bed, I went to bed. And I even
Oh,
slept in this morning. I didn't get up till 10:30.
well, good for you. You probably needed it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sagittarius Dad.
Tomorrow, my daughter's expecting a parcel to come in. So
Uh-huh.
she goes, we have to be up by 7.
Why was we? Didn't she?
No, she goes to bed like 4 or 5 in the morning. She ain't gonna be up at 7.
Well, she's going to bed at 5. She might as well stay till 7, then go to bed.
I said, okay, I'll go set my clock. So I went and I set my clock for 6:45. So I at least get a coffee started before they get here. But they're probably not going to get here till like 4:35, 4:45. Be my damn luck. But yeah, with my nephew didn't come to the birthday party today because he's got the big C again. And I'm like, oh, you guys, you got a cold, you dumbass. Just leave it alone.
Oh, Salty Smile, you would have loved what I was gonna call this tonight, but I didn't. You would have loved it.
Well, what were you going to call it, Shane?
Where, oh, where has our Willie Dean gone? Where, oh, where could he be?
I love it.
I was going to give him a razz, but thought, well, he may not even show up, being have to go back to work tomorrow.
Well, that still would have been funny.
Oh, yeah, we could have laughed at him about that one. Yes, greetings.
Greetings.
Yep.
We can read it tonight because now we know.
Yep.
The first time you blew us away, but not now.
I was like, yeah, he needs to be shot. Vetoed off the. I don't know who this is.
Yeah.
And then Fred said something, and then Rob caught it or said something. Oh, okay. He's being ornery. Okay.
Oh boy. So when I decided it was time for me to leave the party, the person
Yeah.
that parked behind me, I had to get them to move first. So they
Right.
said, well, they were leaving too. All right. So I thought it was just a husband and a wife. No, it was my other sister and my other sister-in-law, my other sister-in-law. So there's 4 people leaving. As we're leaving, one of the other brothers and his wife's leaving. And I'm like, I didn't mean for everybody to leave, And then my son leaves with his crew. And I'm like, holy cow, how many people are left? I don't know. I'm not checking. But I started the commotion.
You give them the excuse they was looking for, apparently.
Yeah.
Quiltar, hello. Canadian Patriots, Q65, hello.
Hello, Canadian. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Quiltar.
Benji, how are you?
Thank you for the Scooby snacks, Benjamin. Appreciated. Hello, Great Awakening team. Hi, Daniel.
Well, hello, Daniel.
Have you heard from Rob today?
As a matter of fact, I have.
How's he doing today?
Good, good.
Awesome.
He
Awesome.
don't know if he'll be back in time to jump on or not. Like I said, I didn't know if Bonnie was going to try to go on, so
I think she's going on at 9:30.
9:30. Boy, she pulling up
That would be my time. So whatever time that is, your time.
8:30.
Okay. I don't know. It just mine says 9:30.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't see her notification out at that time, but I haven't went and looked since I've come online.
It came up. I saw yours, and then my YouTube thing, Bonnie's came up. I clicked on hers, so it'd be over there. And then I clicked on yours because it was that time. It's getting like really close. So I'm like, okay, this go it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Like I said, I can't see mine. I can't even see my video unless it's running and on live on
wow.
YouTube side. But like when I post to see if it's posted, I can't find it on YouTube. It won't show it to me, but it shows it to everybody else.
Oh wow.
I don't know if that's just normal for StreamYard or what.
I have no idea.
See, I don't know. Maybe it just don't show it to the creator, but it does to everybody else. Well, obviously, because everybody can find it but me.
How are you feeling today, Shane? You sound a little better, but you still sound stuffy.
Well, I just got a runny nose. And I've had it for a while, but it's these damn allergies I didn't used to have. And I've noticed what really gets them going once my allergies kick in is if I smoke. If I'm not smoking, my nose ain't running.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I just can't figure out how to quit smoking now, so quit running.
Okay, come on, hair. Smart now. Thank you. Sorry, I had a piece of hair sticking straight up. It's driving me crazy.
Stephen. No, it's not.
Karen Thompson.
No, it's not Alzheimer's. No. Easy. You're about to catch up with me. Salty smile.
No, I have not heard from Sissy K. I'm not sure who that is. Canadian Patriot.
Yeah, Karen, they say if you can get local honey out of your local area, it will help fix your allergies in a hurry. But you have to get it out of the local area that you live in because that's where the pollen and the dander and the grass and the ragweed and all that pollen gets transmitted into the honey and makes you immune to it.
Nice.
But if you go get it from, let's say, if I went over to Kentucky and got it, it may taste good, but it ain't going to do a damn thing for my allergies here in Oklahoma.
Hey,
so I know
Chuck.
You got to get in the area you live in. You're fine. Chuck, how you doing, bud? I'm local, honey. That's funny, Chuck.
That.
Anyway, I guess I'll drop the link. See if Chuck wants to come on up here.
Sure.
And Willie D, you want to come up? You're more than welcome. Grab it too, bud.
Hello, Chad. Oh, wow. Okay. I will say a
Yeah.
prayer tonight.
Chad Camber. Anyway,
He
hey, John.
Hi, John. Chuck almost sounds like Fat Albert. Hey.
Hey.
Sorry. When I looked at it, and it's like the third time I've seen it, that's what came popping into my head was Fat Albert.
Hey.
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, Chuck. It just struck me as funny, that's all.
Which one?
Chuck, did you watch that back as a kid?
A little bit. Yeah, I like Mushmouth. Hey, ba Alba, wubba dooba dooba Alba.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he always had that skull or his.
Yeah, it looked like he had a
Always.
circle cutting his bangs.
Yeah. Always wore that hat done plumb down to his lip.
Hey, ba mamba.
Yep.
Yeah, before I realized Bill Cosby was a pedo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
I
John.
like that other show with him too, with the kids.
Huh.
I can't remember. He was a doctor, I think. I don't know what the hell he was. I can't remember.
Oh, he was doctoring up all right.
Uh-huh. It's sad.
Yep.
Thank you, Sassy Cat. Oh, I guess that should be you saying that, Chuck, not me.
We're used to you narrating for us.
Oops.
Yeah, Sassy, they put me in YouTube prison, so. And it didn't look too promising the way they wrote it up. Like they're deciding if they want to give me more strikes. So I'm like, they wouldn't even allow me to comment about it.
That's wrong.
Yeah, pretty much. You're going to get accused of it. You should be able to at least stand witness against your accuser.
Like, hey, what part of my crap didn't you like?
Yeah.
That day I had a few bad things on there.
I was waiting for that one.
Just let me yank down the video and then we go on about normal.
Thank you, Sassy Cat.
Thanks, Sassy. Hey, everybody.
Salty Smile, I did drop that link for you, bud. If you want to grab it and come up. I know you're probably busy feeding the cats or something. Or
Not really.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks, that should be a big help to them. Sorry. I was reading Canadian Patriot.
Oh.
I did see that he said that the forces were coming, but I didn't see that it would be in a few weeks. I thought it would be like, hours, but for me it would be hours and for him it's weeks. So
Well, they have to come out of China.
yeah. Well, what about all those Chinese ones he's got sitting on in Canada?
Well, there's not going to be enough of them.
Oh, he's got enough of them over here. It's scary.
Yeah, he'll make sure if you're sitting on a curb crying about what you just lost, if the storm hits it, he make sure he come puts your face in the mud.
Yeah.
Knowing him, he'll go up and hand you popcorn just like Potato over here.
Yeah.
I know you lost everything, you're drowning, but here's a bottle of water and a popcorn.
And a kick in the butt. I want your taxes. Give me your money.
Yeah, and to be gone with you, peasant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, like I said, we'll just see how this evening goes when all close down. I don't want to step on no one's toes, really. I got to get the set schedule going so I can start bringing people up.
Thanks, Brenda. Thank y'all.
Sassy cat. Sometimes it just all depends on which way it's going. But this one hit really hard and was really bad. It doesn't normally hit quite that hard by the time it gets up to Canada.
Right. It's usually fizzled out or moved back out to sea.
Yeah, but this one hit straight on and decimated.
Lingered.
Sorry, Chuck?
It lingered too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Stopped in for a visit.
Kind of like when the in-laws show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, your father-in-law sleeps naked on your side. He has
no,
lumbar problems, so he sleeps on your side, and your favorite pillow gets used between his legs to prop his knee up.
Yeah. Not.
Thanks, Gigi. Gigi says most storms start going to the right. This one veered to the left. So usually it just hits the edge of it. This time it hit it straight on.
It went right up into Nova Scotia, or
Yeah.
is that where it went? Yeah.
Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island. Yeah.
Kind of like it was steered that way, huh?
Yeah.
Had a little extra help getting back over that way.
I'm pretty sure it did, but that's just my personal opinion.
Because if it hit Nova Scotia, it also hit Oak Island.
Yeah, probably.
Because Oak Island is only 20 miles off of Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
If that, it's actually not even that, really.
Them boys ought to be out there all over it now. Who knows what it washed up?
That's it. Let it recede a little bit and get out there, hurry up before it gets too damn cold, and get some divers in the water.
Maybe it washed out them caved-in tunnels and went out to sea.
Maybe.
Oh, it hit all of them. I didn't know it hit Newfoundland and New Brunswick also.
Yeah.
Wow.
Usually cool enough up that way, it breaks it up.
Yep.
Yeah, it dissipates because there's no more warm air feeding it.
$180-kilometer winds.
And that was what, Fiona or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. Remote and Cage are 2,500 miles away from it. Well, they may still get some residual rain off it eventually.
Wow. That was 111 miles per hour that it hit Nova Scotia and them.
Wow. They found a 73-year-old woman that went into the sea with her house. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard something about that, Red.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's nowhere near remote and rage. There's like 1, 2, 3.
It would have to pass
3 to 4 big provinces in between the East Coast and rage.
It would have to pass through like Montana and stuff to hit them.
Yeah.
You'd have to jump on the Great Lakes and take a detour.
Dorinda's Drive-Through Craft Center. That's what you ought to change it to, Dorinda's drive-through.
Well, I changed my Facebook one to Crafty Corners, and I have to stick the Dorindas on it, so they're both the same.
Yeah. I was just meaning your story you had about somebody hitting your house.
Yeah. Oh, she took the porch right off.
She wanted a cold Molson's.
Something.
Gigi, I thought you were able to repair the top of the pool. They got really good duct tape now, or Gorilla Tape, or something that could work. Just saying. For the blow-up part of her pool. I don't know.
You can't fix it, duck it.
Yeah. I'd have tried fixing it before I packed it all up and threw it out.
No more than they cost anymore. They're not worth the bulk of trying to get them folded back up and stored. Because you can pick them up, just depending on what size you need. You can get them ones for, a couple $100.
Well, that's what she got for her pool last year.
Yeah.
But if you're buying it brand new, it's like $1,000.
Oh, she's got one of those permit stands.
It was yeah, I don't know what that means, but
Means you can leave it up year round. You just got to cover you put over.
No, she has to take it down every year.
Oh, okay.
We had that big one that you buy. It looks like a trampoline frame you put together, and then you put the liner in it with it. It was the expensive one at Walmart. Had like the $1,200 one. We went in there on a markdown day and got it. And then they took Vicky's. First, they took her discount out of it, which knocked $120 off of it. Then they marked it down again because whatever it was off, like 75 or 80% off. I ended up getting a $1,200 pool for $200.
Yeah.
Brought it home, set it up, got it all ready, and I got tired of shocking it and messing with it and cleaning it. Nobody wanted to get in it. They didn't want to swim. Vicky's the only one who would get in it. Next year come around, I got it all cleaned up, ready for them to go. Nobody wanted in it. I put it on Facebook. Somebody come get this out of my yard free. I had about 20 people wanted it. One of them called me with the number I gave, and he goes, well, you got people after, where am I at in line? And I'm like, well, you're like the 15th one out of 20. So let's tell you what, if you let me have it right now, I'll come to it and get it from you now and give you $250 for it. I'm like, come get it.
I said, hey, first come, first serve. I want it out.
I wanted it out of here too, and he showed up within 20 minutes and handed me the money, and they took to draining it and bucketing it out, and I'm like, and I went back on her, it's gone. How's it gone when I was number one? I'm like, first one, you come here, got it. A lot of people like, can you hold it for me till Friday? No.
I want it gone now, not next month.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, 10.
Hello, Tin TV.
Yeah, Tin, I had to go somewhere else. I'm a YouTube convict right now.
Oh, that's good to hear, Benjamin. Thank you.
Hey, D-Dog.
That's good.
Hey, D-Dog.
Hey, Rabbit. Hey, D-Dog. Hey, Salty. I never thought about it, and somebody brought it to my attention a while back. He goes, you've been wanting to build a greenhouse, right? I'm like, yeah. He goes, why aren't you collecting these trampolines people give you? He goes, the trampoline part, the webbing you could use as darkening for the top. And he goes, you could build a hoop frame out of it and make a greenhouse. Like,
oh, yeah.
About that.
I like I said, when I had our trampoline, I'd move it so I could mow, and then I just, cause I'd already mowed that area, and I'd move it, and then the next time I had to mow, the grass was so tall under it and so green and lush and full that I'd have to mow everything to move the trampoline, mow under there, and that thing would bog down your mower. It was just so thick and full. So yeah, there's something about that.
Filtering out the bad sun stuff.
Hello,
Something.
Victor.
I'm
Hello,
not sure.
Victor.
Then if you put plastic over it or under that, it would also keep moisture in there, and hell, it probably work just like a greenhouse.
I would think so. I wouldn't want it as walls or nothing because it'd be too aerated that way. But and I don't know how much ground heat you could lose coming up through it. But hopefully it'd absorb enough from the sunlight. Yeah, Victor, that it would radiate enough heat down in there to keep it. I don't know. I know it does damn good. And maybe it's just because it cuts down on the heat on the grass underneath it in the summer.
Hello, Area 111.
Hey, Harry. Hey, Mama T. Hey, Victor. Yeah, everybody around where they're at, check their dollar stores. We were in this one over here, and it was saying their seeds are half price. All their different seeds they had, even their organic stuff. And we went up through the line and said the stuff being a quarter, some of it's 6 cents. I told people
wow.
I could go back up and grab a bunch of them, just put them in Tupperware.
Ours put all their seeds away in September. They won't come back out till the spring.
A lot of them, you might want to check. If you want to have any, go check with them. They got them all marked down big time here.
No, in our dollar stores here, they put the seeds away at the beginning of September.
Oh,
Well, they
don't
must have.
mark them down. They just put them up.
Yeah, they probably have enough storage that they can handle that. A lot of these littler ones don't have that granted. They just want to get rid of it so they don't have to store it.
Or maybe they just ship it back wherever. I don't know.
Yeah, they do that at times too.
So I ended up getting like 40 packs of seeds. I think I spent $7.
Nice.
No, 10 TV power's not dropping here. The only time it drops here is when we have a really bad storm. That's just because the transformer gives out or something silly. No, I was just making fun of the Callies. It was all told to go buy those little Teslas, and as soon as a bunch of them run out and bought them, because it was going to be the new requirement for Cali, and then as soon as they went and bought them, then they was told a week later, well, you can't charge them.
Yep.
Putting too much drain on the electrical grid. Hello, you knew that.
Yeah.
Hey, Zoom.
Hey, Zoom.
Working and alerting. Cool. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what, Shane?
No, I was freaking red. Oh, man. So she was making a Steve Pence. That's adorable. My girls have 2 sets of twins. That's a lot of babies all at once.
Walter, stop. Go lay down. Go
Hey,
lay
Becky.
down. Go lay down. Sorry, folks.
Cindy Fuller, hello.
Hello, Cindy.
Anyway, did you get that dog taken care of?
Yeah, now he's under my feet.
Yeah. Seen when you finally got your chair about situated, he was right there in your lap again, basically.
Well, he hasn't had supper yet because when my daughter wanted to feed them earlier, he just looked at her and stuck his nose up in the air. And her cat did the same, so neither one of them have been fed. So maybe the cat's crying in the hallway to be fed. And that's
Good.
what he wants, but I don't care right now. I'm fed. I don't care. Hey, Cindy. Hey, KN. Tin, I still gotta finish watching your Thursday show and watch your Friday show, but I'm getting there.
I bet that's confusing as shit, me texting in one end and talking in the other.
You're just showing your multiple personalities. It's okay.
Yeah.
They live digging up Carolinas. Love you too, Tin. And I'm sorry, but I can't get on Telegram, or I would come and watch you on Telegram. But
I gotta
Telegram doesn't like me.
figure out why it doesn't like you unless it's something to do with Canada.
I think anybody that I've seen has it on their phone, and they say it takes up too much useless time on their phone, so they get rid of it anyway. But I mean, I tried to do it on my computer. I tried to do it on my phone, and it wouldn't let me do anything. I tried about 100 times, and I said, "Screw it! It ain't worth it. I don't need it that bad."
What was it?
Telegram.
Oh,
Smoking's a sin, huh? Also, judging people is a sin. So
That's true.
yep.
it sort of falls under bearing false witness, especially when you judge somebody about something that ain't true. You're bearing false witness, which you're lying on them, which is a mortal sin, like same as stealing or committing adultery or murder. Or
Captain Finger. How did I come up with that name? The Captain Finger name?
Awesome, Tin. That's awesome.
If you're asking about the Captain Finger name, because when I was on the other channel, I would sit there real patiently and quietly wait for everybody to get done. I'd just hold up my finger.
yeah, thanks, Tim.
And so that just finally stuck. One time someone called me Captain Finger, and then everybody started calling me that. It stuck ever since. So I wouldn't speak until they called my name because I was tired of getting talked over.
Yeah, it gets aggravating, don't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Especially when you stand there in front of somebody and you're halfway through a conversation, it's you and them, and they start just talking over you, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, you just want to reach out there. You just want to reach out there and smack them. Hello.
What's wrong with you? I was trying to tell you something. I said, I was talking first. Excuse me for talking while you're interrupting. And then they get pissed off.
Well, who cares? Yeah, I can. One finger salute. When you come to Oklahoma and drive around a little bit, you get lots of them. Everybody's always just raising one finger off the steering wheel to say hi.
Yeah, you're number one.
Well, they ain't using the bad finger, but they just, common courtesy out here. You wave or, you just flash them a finger. You get to a big city, if you see a finger there, it's not the one you want to see.
Nope. When I go home to Chapo, every car you drive by, they're waving at you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Makes you feel good. So you wave back. By the time when you leave, you're waving at everybody, and then you get home and you wave, and it's like, oh crap, I'm in the city now. We don't do that here.
Hey, Eric. Good to see you, bud.
Yeah, if you're riding or whatever, if you're out, especially you see motorcycles go by, if you see somebody doing a peace sign pointing down at the ground, it's kind of a salute to the bikers, telling them to keep two wheels on the pavement.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Q City.
Hey, Eric. Hey, Q City.
Hey, Eric.
Victor's already putting up the ones. I'm surprised D-Dog hadn't put up ones yet either.
He did.
No, did he? I missed that.
Yeah.
What are the significance of the ones today?
The other day, well, a few days ago now.
Vanishing Black Watch.
Yeah, they want Shane or Bonnie or whomever to nuke Blackwatch, so they put a 1 in for nuking Blackwatch. And Blackwatch doesn't even have to be there for them to do it.
That's obvious because I haven't seen him.
Yep.
This must be a silent bid.
A whole bunch of ones.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all quit picking on that poor old man. Sometimes you just got to look past people. He's trying to pick. Some people just can't handle it.
A little eccentric.
Yeah. That's why I got to tell a lot of people you can't take meaning out of text unless they're using expletives and saying something to you at the same time. I don't try to read emotions, but like somebody gets mad at me and texts me on the phone, or they're complaining about, I don't know what they're saying. My phone works. Call me. I don't like talking on the phone. I don't like texting because I hate text or speech to text makes you look like you're ignorant. And when you try to text, you either spend your time respelling stuff because your big ass thumbs hit 4 letters and 2 numbers at once.
Right. Yeah, Pat Davis, I like your comment. Yes. People interrupt you while you're in the middle of something just to say something stupid that doesn't even have anything to do with what you're talking about.
Yeah, you could be talking about something that's going on right now, important, and all of a sudden it's like, pink elephants.
Yeah. Yeah, it can get kind of silly at times, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be very aggravating. And but then again, you got to also realize, we're amongst millions of people that have a view. When they come up on panel, everybody wants to say something, which is fine. That's why I'm here. Go
Hey,
ahead.
love Gordon.
Oh yeah, love the garden. Hello, and Catherine Spazzoni.
Hello, Pat Davis.
Catherine, I didn't see that. Scroll jumped.
Hello, Love to Garden.
Pat Davis. Hello.
Catherine Stazzoni.
Uh-huh. Some new names in here tonight. I'm gonna cuss.
At least they're not speaking Polish and asking you what's going on.
Yeah.
True. Hello, Pat Davis.
Like you said that one night, Shane, I'm attracting weirdos for some reason.
I damn sure attracted the instigators that night. Yeah. They're gonna have to go through it again, I have a feeling. Swizzoni? Is that Polish? Wow. That's going to get a rile out of somebody.
Sounds Italian.
That's what I would think.
I would think so.
Usually Polish will have a CH on the end or a ski or a.
Oh, yeah, and it's usually about 400 letters long.
Yep.
D-Dog. Oh,
Speaking of circle back, I had seen somebody the other day following her around and asking her questions. And they finally said, "You know what? You've done nothing but avert any kind of question anybody asks you since you've been coming on." And she just shrugged and walked away from him. So.
she don't have to answer to peasants.
That's one of them. I'd love to see somebody jump around a pillar and hit her with a pie like they did Bill Gates at one time.
I'd like to see Maxine Waters hit with one of those too, mud pie.
Yeah, mud cow pie.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
Might be an improvement though.
It couldn't hurt any. Like Snafu had on his meme that time, largemouth ass. Had her face, it was wide open, you know, and instead of largemouth bass, it was a largemouth ass.
Well, y'all, I'm an American. I don't want to talk about the motley crew that's in my bloodline.
The what?
The motley crew that's in my bloodline.
Oh,
Half Czechoslovakian, then you got Cherokee, Irish or Scottish, I can't remember which. I think it's Irish. And then like Dutch and German.
huh.
My dad's side was a breeding pit of like a lot of the people from Appalachia. Basically, they lived in the hills of Tennessee. And I think a lot of their family migrated to the center of Tennessee, away from the mountains.
In a little farmland.
Yeah,
Get off that mountain where it's a little warmer down there in the valley.
which would have been smart. I'd have migrated up in there. We're over here the last 10 years.
I don't know. Some people love it over there.
I love the simplicity of the community of the people. Everybody has to do something for each other, kind of like Amish.
Right. Well, Willie D, now that you're here, you got to do is say the word. I'll throw you a line.
Let me look at it.
Born on July 4th, 1776, and the Declaration of Independence is my birthday. The bloodlines of the world run in my veins because I offered freedom. I stood next to he went. I remember it was over at that time. The Brooklyn Bridge.
He should be able to. Only thing he might get the copyright, which ain't nothing big.
Right.
Any of the little music stuff in it, but it doesn't exactly sound like a song.
And who put that out?
It's somebody, Chris Chalk, and I'm not sure it's Johnny Cash Animation.
Oh yeah, see, Red wanted me to go listen to that, and I didn't get a chance today. She said it was awesome. She said it's been on YouTube for 9 years.
Yeah, I've seen it multiple times. I don't think, if anything, you might get a copyright for the music stuff on it, but it's not a song. It's just music in the background.
Right, right. It's narration over top of music.
I'd play it on mine, but you see what my choices get me. So I'm not a very good judge for that.
I'll go watch it before I play it on mine. I'll watch all the way through. And if something that people have seen, because I know George played something like that at one time on somebody's show. I thought it might have been yours. And it went fine. Hey, Travis, how you doing?
But the copyright stuff won't overall hurt you at all. You can always say, okay, dub over the music or whatever.
Huh.
All that does is, if anybody's got anything copyrighted about it, that they get their little tip of monetization.
Oh, yeah. Not bad, Travis. Not bad.
Baby Shark makes me want to throw rocks, but
Whoever plays it. How'd your show go the other night, Travis? I caught the bitter end as I was just drifting, fixing to head out. I thought, well, I'll try to catch it tomorrow. Well, you see how that's working today. Victor, good question. She's got one coming on at 8:30, so she may have that baby girl out there. They're over there at her place. Marie Silva, hello.
Hello, Marie Silva. Hello, the Jewish redneck prepper.
Yep, hello.
hey, JRP, Murray.
Oh. Yeah, I'll go and watch that tomorrow, probably. A video and with Johnny Cash and animation. Kind of odd you pulled it up, and so did she. So it must be on hot on everybody's brain that went and run across it today. Yeah, that didn't sound fun, Gina. 40-something and raining. Yeah, that can make for a chilly evening.
I think we're in the 50s. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the 60s. I don't know. It's hard to tell these days.
Yeah, I think we got up to like 91.
No, I'm kidding.
And I know right before I went on, about 30 minutes before I went on, I went outside and walked around a little bit and got some air, and it felt really good outside.
I was going to go in there and
What state are you in, Gina? Whereabouts near the Canadian border, Gina? Just a state or some Michigan, maybe? I'm not sure.
hey, this is
Canadian
over.
Patriot is Southern Ontario, and it's 57 there.
Huh.
Hell, I see Rob and Crystal over at Tennessee Patriot.
Rob and
Oh,
Crystal.
yeah, okay.
Oh. 1 hour south of Montreal. Huh.
Wow. I'd have to look at a map. Vermont, okay. I'm a little bit west of that, so my weather's a little bit different, but not much.
Yeah, it says it's still 77 here right now. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be in the low 90s all week, but the chillies are, in the evening, it's supposed to get down to 60 and 65. We got a few 80s for highs this week, but then it goes right back in the 90 for a little bit.
Oh,
But
wow.
it'll be getting cold here pretty quick though.
Well,
Where,
my thought is it is September in Northern Ontario. It's going to start to get cold.
oh yeah,
Usually by Halloween, we have snow.
yeah.
And we always have a bitchin' storm Halloween night.
Uh,
Hello,
there was
Michael Gale.
there was times in Halloween I didn't even want to go out. It was so damn cold, and as a kid, and then there was times it was so hot it was almost miserable to go out.
Well, growing up, we had to wear our Halloween costumes over top of our snowsuits
Oh yeah,
where I lived in Shaplo. And I never understood why my
Hmm.
parents and my grandparents made me dress up in these stupid costumes to go beg for candy when I could get candy anywhere I damn well went any other time of the year. I didn't have to do it Halloween. It made no sense to me. Halloween never made any sense to me. I hated it.
What'd you say, Chuck?
Nothing.
Yes, you did. You were talking about Halloween.
I just shifted over looking somewhere else.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm always ready for the winter until it gets here. Now I'm ready for it to be gone.
yep. But I'm good. I'm good with winter until probably about the end of February, the beginning of March. Then I want to use a blowtorch and get rid of it. But nobody will let me have a blowtorch. My daughter's all into Halloween this year. She's decorating the yard. She's decorating the house. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, good luck with all that.
Not my thing. I ain't doing shit. And they're like, "Oh, you gotta dress up. You gotta dress up." I got a piece of pizza costume. That's what I'm wearing. You don't like it? Tough. Well, Mom, we're having a death house, whatever it is. I'm like, I don't care. I hate Halloween, period. Yeah, well, you won't be that far away, Canadian Patriot. A few, or maybe 6 hour drive for me, where you're going at, oh crap, wherever you said, I can't remember. Kapuskasing, I think you said. It's about a 6 hour drive.
Thanks, Victor. Thanks, anybody subbing that back up.
Already subbed.
Kind of got the weird feeling the other channel they're going to be like, oh, we don't like you. Kind of like when they tell you the Chinese restaurant, you're at the buffet. Yeah, you eat enough. You eat all you can. You go home now.
Takes the all you can eat buffet kind of thing deal out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, all you can eat's what you got. Go away.
Yeah.
In some aspect, I guess when they hand you a plate of food, that's all you can eat. That's all you can eat for whatever you paid for it, I guess.
Huh. Never stopped me.
Nope. I watched these two guys, and they were thin guys. Went to all you can eat fish, or went to a place that was all you can eat fish on Friday. And about their third plate of like 2 or 3 pieces of fish, they come up to them and started getting quirky about it. And by the time they were bringing like 3 pieces out for them two to split.
No.
Finally, other people walked in, the owner or something made quirky comments, and then right at the end, they done said that they're going to eat that last fish and leave. They're come up to them wanting them to pay more because you don't realize how expensive fish is. A lot of people say, well, people take advantage of that because they're big eaters. I said, well, it's a buffet. You got a lot of people coming here who don't finish one plate.
That's right. They nitpick at it and then go on.
Yeah, they don't like me at all you can eat places either. I never got kicked out though. But the owners and the restaurants were kind of looking at me weird because we went to one. It was an all-you-can-eat breakfast, and I ate 15 plates of food.
They used to have Shoney's do that here, and I liked it.
It was breakfast. I love breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
You go to a Chinese one, I'm done after maybe 5 plates.
Yeah, I go in and grab 2 plates and I dress them up with my favorite stuff. And I'll usually try to eat all that. And then I may go back and get this and that. But
Yeah. I don't buy any of the, or I don't eat any of the sweet crap. I fill up on good food, not that other crap. And anybody.
Shrimp stuff, I like General Tso's. It's kind of a sweetie, kind of barbecue-y kind of. That's why I like it. It's got a little bite to it.
Yeah, what is that? Teriyaki, maybe?
Yes. It's kind of a red sweetie sauce. Kind of like, it's not necessarily barbecue. It's like you took the smoke flavor out of barbecue, to me is what it tastes like. And it's got a little bite to it.
Would it be sweet? Well, it wouldn't be sweet and sour then.
That's sort of what it is. But I think it's a combination of like teriyaki and sweet and sour.
Could be.
Now, like broccoli and beef or Mongolian beef, which is one of them with broccoli with steak in it. The other, what?
Right.
onions and peppers, almost like pepper steak, is Mongolian beef. So, except Mongolian beef don't have that funky pepper steak sauce in it. I don't. That's one sauce I never liked that they did.
Yeah.
Hello, next Moncarunos. Or Monocuros. Oh boy. Next.
Mom and dad like pepper steak. They make it for them, and then usually my choice is either okay, you don't like that, we ain't gonna waste the steak on you. You got your choice. You want a little pizza or you want a corn dog?
Mhm.
I'm good with it, whichever one.
And yes, Eric, I did.
There's a place here in the South Louisiana. I see that they have a buffet every day of the week, and there's different stuff. And like Friday and Saturday night, it's one of them's like crab lovers or whatever, and they got all kinds of crab and stuff like that on there, and it's $25 a person. But I'd still put a hurt on them, $25.
Oh yeah. There ain't much meat in a crab leg.
Nope.
I get tired of fighting it long before I get full.
I wrecked some forks. I hand you them crackers, and they're like, that don't do nothing.
Yeah.
You're tearing our forks up. Well, buy better forks instead of these tin sheet metal forks.
Yep. Yep. Pretty much.
But then hell, they got the gumbo and the fried catfish and fried shrimp and all that other. So you, when you get tired of crab legs, you can always defer it over.
Yep. One thing I never did get the like of. A lot of people love, and that's catfish. I never could get used to it.
I eat it. I'd rather have white perch.
Oh, I would too. Perch is some of the best food there is when it comes to fish, when it's freshwater fish.
Me, catfish, I usually pour beer over it and a lot of mustard. Just let it soak and
Yep.
takes the funk out of it.
Yep. Then about halfway through cooking, you squeeze a full lemon over the damn thing.
I use enough tartar sauce. Usually, I can't tell if it's but beer and mustard kind of. I've even squirted lemon in it when I'm letting it sit.
Oh yeah.
But it gets rid of that. What I can't stand is catfish when it has that like old mildewy sock.
Yep. Yep. That's it.
That's the flavor. No, it ain't. That's nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do it. In between the smell and a lot of times you'll get them old flat heads and they'll be, it's a real gritty because the sand they suck up as they're eating and growing. So now it's sandy and gritty and smells bad. It's like, why does anybody like this crap?
I like blue cat, channel cat. 'Cause most of those are live food eaters. They're not bottom feeders.
Right.
You catch them on. Well, I'll catch a lot of channel cat using goldfish and shiners, white perch fish. Walleye's good. I like smoked walleye.
Well, that ain't bad.
Yeah, Chad, I don't mind the worms in them because you cook them, the worms are dead anyways.
Oh, yeah.
It's all
Sorry.
protein. It's all protein, Dorinda. Even when you go like that, that's just protein.
Yeah, but I don't eat fish to begin with. So yeah, that's
You
it's
like
like, no.
you don't like
I
none of
used to eat fish. I don't eat fish anymore.
Kaiser, so say hello.
Hello, Shap.
Probably if I had to say my favorite fish, if I could find it anymore, is cod, made that like fish and chips.
Yeah.
But that all that to me tastes like is if you put beer batter on white perch.
Yep. Hey, Tracy. Yeah, I don't mind a good cut of salmon on a cedar half shake. You know, seasoned with apple seasoning and a few spices. That's pretty good.
I can't eat salmon or trout. To me, something that the taste and flavor that it has to me tastes like it's been soaked in diesel. I think something's wrong with my senses from so long as mechanic and all the diesel I've had on me. Just it's like
Well,
it just don't taste right. It's like
maybe the high magnesium in it because it is high in magnesium, and that may trigger that smell in your or that sense.
it's like overwhelming.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like the smell of dead fish.
Uh-huh.
Period. Real fish, I don't like the smell of at all.
I've been to some fish markets, and they can get pretty rank.
Well, I used to eat fish all the time, but I haven't eaten fish since I was 14 years old.
Huh.
Because I had a fishing accident.
I think you told me about that. I don't remember what it was.
I pulled up a dead body.
Oh yeah.
And it had fish sticking out where the eyes were supposed to be, and that freaked me the hell out, and I haven't eaten fish since.
Comes back to haunt you later, does it?
Yes, it does. My husband will cook fish, and I'll make him cook it outside because I can't stand the smell of it.
Right.
Like, you're not cooking that shit in my house, period.
Yeah, I ate at that Bubba Gump's one time. The ex-wife just had to go there and eat one time when we was out in Laughlin. And no, yeah, no. She finally convinced me, so I went. Worst damn food I ever had in my life. Expensive as hell too.
Never been there, but mine I'd say is the Hard Rock.
Never ate the Hard Rock.
Don't waste your money. You get a better hamburger at McDonald's.
Shit, that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, two doors north of that, I could have went to where I was headed, Saltgrass. Oh no, she just had to try that Bubba Gump's. And she's a big fish eater. She loves fish, so she liked parts of it. But even when she's going, yeah, that's not very good. And for the price, I was like, see, could have went down and got my porterhouse and your sirloin and mignon and all the free bread, and fresh bread we wanted, and all the sides and veggies. Yeah.
As a kid, I remember they had a place called Ponderosa. You remember them?
Yep.
And on
Good night,
Friday,
Victor.
go there and eat. Mom and Dad would get just steaks or maybe steak and shrimp. I always got the partner or something like that. It was called partner, whatever the hell you want to call it. It was basically all you could eat. What was it? It's flounder fish, and petite sirloin. And I tell them, you can just keep the steak. Just keep bringing me the flounder. But I hadn't made flounder the way they had made it there. So it's probably some store-bought stuff that they already had breaded. And you never know, they may have breaded it. It was awesome.
Who knows?
I'd float a bottle of ketchup, and when the ketchup bottle was empty, I was done eating flounder.
Hello, Deanna Danilic.
Deanna Danlick. Hello.
Probably favorite seafood if I had to pick one would be soft shell crab.
Don't know that I've had that one.
Don't have to shuck it or nothing. They cook them whole,
Right.
bread them, and they're just awesome. It's like all flake crab meat, even the skin or the shell or whatever it is, you can't even tell it's there.
Huh. That's wild.
There's a place in Lake Charles used to get them years ago when I was down there, and it was they put them on this big old brioche like bun, and have them and that tomato, leaf lettuce, and remoulade.
Huh.
Called it a crab burger.
Huh. Alrighty then.
Ever had the coconut crab, Michael? My wife likes coconut shrimp. I've heard it's kind of the same, unless it's completely different what you're talking about. Yeah, Shane knows I am about oysters. I've whined until Vicky went and got me an oyster boy that one day. And then when she got there, she goes, "You want extra oysters on the po' boy, or what do you want?" I said, "What do they got they can do?" And they got this, 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 and this. And if you get a dozen fried, you always get about 6 or 8 extra. And I'm saying, just give me the dozen fried. I don't have to worry about the bread.
Yeah. Skip all the crap. Just give me the stuff I want. There's too much, usually when it comes on a sandwich, there's too much bread anyway.
Yeah, that's all you get filled up on the filler.
Yeah. If I go to like Subway or something, I'll get flatbread. I will not get bread. I'd rather have it usually in a tortilla just due to they're even thinner than flatbread. And if they're homemade, there's no sugar in them.
Yeah.
And I love them. It's raw. I don't heat them up or nothing. Once they get them cooked and ready to go and out the door, I'll buy them by a dozen for like $4.25 fresh, homemade, actual Mexican tortillas. And now, granted, you got to eat them about 3 days or they'll start rotting and mildewing.
Yeah,
That means they're all natural and all fresh. There's no preservatives in it. That's the best.
Yeah, Michael, I used to do the oysters on a half shell, but it had to be a shot of hot sauce, a dab of horseradish, and that's it. No cracker, no this, no. I've seen people mayonnaise, ketchup, Worcestershire, all that. I'm like, nope, just a little bit of hot sauce, a little bit of horseradish.
Yep.
But I'm afraid to do any more of that stuff. Who knows where it comes from?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's anything you eat. So, if you're going to be that way, you might as well just quit eating anything altogether unless you cut it up, kill it and cut it up yourself. So, if you cut back on all the bullshit you eat and just occasionally you get something you like and it may not be the best for you, occasionally it ain't going to hurt you.
But it's like treating yourself. So.
Yeah. So, I don't hold that against people that every once in a while I go out there and do something stupid like buy a pizza or something. I can't even stand pizza. I'd rather have a frozen pizza than the Pizza Hut pizza. Those little $1.75 ones at Dollar General, the little rectangle ones are better than the damn Pizza Hut pizza ones. And a hell of a lot cheaper. Well, I can eat fairly inexpensive and get full and still have, but then still have a good meal within that day too. About time to have a big old steak. I'm ready for some protein I ain't been getting enough protein here lately. My strength's getting a little weak again, so I need to get me some good protein in me.
Eat some eggs.
Oh, I do. But here's the thing. Eggs only have 6 grams of protein per egg. So
Yeah.
I can eat a steak and get 80 some grams of protein, depending on the size of the steak.
Yeah, true.
And it tastes a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, true.
You give me a good ribeye that's cooked correctly, and I tell you, I'll just, where I've been ordering them from, they'll have them done and ready to go. They'll send a baked potato and all that out. It's all home cooked stuff. And when I get here, I don't even get a knife and a fork. I just start ripping the steak apart with my fingers and start eating it.
Hello, the British are coming.
Yeah, that's how they're that tender.
Nice.
He don't cook a real thick one, anywhere from 3/8 to half. But I want to tell you, he does a good job. He knows what he's doing. He knows what the timing is, and he turns out almost identical every time.
So you're gonna make hot roast beef sandwiches and fries tomorrow night for supper, Gigi?
Or either she's gonna eat the cold meat while he's gone, and maybe she gets hot meat when he gets home.
Maybe.
Well, earlier she said she needs to do some more running. Well, quit making your old man work so hard, and you can chase him around while he's yelling, "No, no!" Looking over his shoulder, you can keep chasing him. He may take your eye on the block a couple times. Gigi, cook his dead. Just keep yours still mooing. Now he's right down there in that Texas and Louisiana area, so he's got the Louisiana stuff going on. He's also got I would think he's got that Texas lifestyle going on too, of how to make a real steak.
Who's that, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I make
What?
all kinds. I got both.
For what?
So what are you making for snack tonight there, Chuck?
I hadn't even thought about it. Vicky just got up and I went to look to see because I made some fried some pork chops earlier, just in olive oil with salt, pepper, and garlic. I didn't even bread them or flour or nothing. They're good like that. And I went to look. I saved her one, but it's either put up or disappeared. My son pulled out chicken, talking about chicken and dumplings or fried chicken. I'm like, yeah, I'm about tired of fried stuff. I made fried pork chops yesterday or the day before, but I breaded these. Well, I made homemade breading. I floured them up with egg wash and milk, seasoned flour.
True.
Well, it's easy for her to make dinner. It's usually about 4 pounds of bacon and go off.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good. DOTs. Without the L, unless you got good lettuce.
Yeah, we get the crappy lettuce, so there you go.
Yeah, I don't do head lettuce.
My daughter and my husband love the head lettuce.
No, give me leaf lettuce all day long. Green leaf, red leaf, romaine. I'm good with all 3 of them.
Best way to prepare leaf lettuce is put vinegar and oil on it and throw it in the trash.
That's what you got. That's what you go feed your chickens
Yeah.
and your rabbits.
There's nothing beneficial in it other than fiber and water. It might be good to have a lot of leaf lettuce if you're dying of thirst.
I can show you ways to make leaf lettuce last forever if you don't use a whole lot. Like if you're by yourself or something, learn that as a produce manager. Always just peel off what you're going to need and never cut off the stump of it. And look at the bottom of the stump and take a knife, a real sharp knife, and just skin off that brown part that's on the bottom of that stump.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in a glass of water. Put a little bit of warm water in it. Oh, I'd say about an inch deep, maybe an inch and a half deep. Warm, not hot. Warm water. And stick it in your freezer. It will, as that water is being so warm, and that lettuce is going, hey, it's cold in here. It's going to suck that water up, and then the next thing you know, it's going to crisp that lettuce up to like it was you pulled it today.
Wow.
And you can do that up to 2 weeks.
I know some people take and set the head of lettuce in a windowsill. Do like you're talking about, trim off the bottom, make sure water just barely touches that.
Yep.
Peel off the leaves like you're talking, and it'll keep growing.
Yep. I do the same thing with onions too. Onions, garlic. I never eat the bulbs. I just let them keep growing. Keep seeding themselves out.
You can cut your celery off the bottom part and set that over water, and they do the same thing. Start sprouting more celery stems.
Yep. Yeah, and celery you get it at the store and then you pull it out and it's limp in your refrigerator, like it's no, do the same thing. Trim off a little brown on the bottom, just real thin slice. Stick it in warm water and stick it in your freezer. And in about 15 minutes it'll be crispy enough you can eat, but if you can leave it in there don't let your water freeze, but you can leave it up in there quite long. Then you can put it back in your fridge and you're good to go for another couple of days. Does it again, do the same thing. There's a lot of veggies you can do that too. I used to do that with all kinds of them. Cilantro. Angie, I'm not going to answer that one because I haven't tried it on all things.
You got a happy contestant out there in the yeah, Red got him.
We hear the kitty cat.
Yeah, he walked out the door. Come on. Keep the door back here. We're at back here with the door shut. We don't normally hear him when he's wanting in, but when he wants out, he'll.
That's your big black one?
Yeah. He used to jump up and hang from the doorknob, and he'll, like, there's a window at the door, and he'll grab it and hang on with his front feet and peek out. Like,
Hey, Sharon Whitmore.
Hello, Sharon.
That little cat I had, it'd jump up, and I have them lever handle ones, and it knew how to jump up and hit them, and it would pop the door open.
he's gotten older, but he used to, like, between the dining room and living room, we got them double French doors and keep them shut.
All right.
And we'd always find that door open and the cat in the front room. And I seen him one day. He'd get up there and he'd like work his paws back and forth, and the door would click. And as soon as it clicked, he'd jump down and push it open. Now that he's a little older, he don't do that anymore. He'll hang from it until he can reach over and grab the window facing in here, and he just looks through the little hole at the bottom of the flag down there to see in here, or he gets his head under it to see out.
Boy, we're all a bunch of chatterboxes tonight. We must have got all chattered out last night.
Yeah, I got a spiel about food and then got quiet.
Yep.
We're all just kind of sitting here going, oh, now what did we talk about? We talked about food.
That's our go-to when we run out of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
We must not have nothing to say coming into this game. Miss
So
Mischief, I missed you. Hello. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask Chuck if Chuck had any news from today.
No, I've thought a bunch of times how much time I wasted about, something's going to happen the 24th. But
Yeah, well.
And nothing came out today about yesterday either, so.
They're waiting on the big to-do tomorrow. You know, the asteroid or the whatever supposedly coming this way.
Oh, who the hell knows?
Yep.
It's all a shit show. We'll figure it out eventually, maybe. Maybe not.
Shanky's
yes,
Willie D.
Yeah.
Where in the hell do you find that, Willie?
Get you a Lemmy. All that is after Lemmy Kilmster. What a Lemmy is a double Jack and Coke. Basically, it's 4 times shots of Jack to a little bit of Coke.
Oh, wow.
To a splash of Coke, huh?
Yeah. By the
Just
way,
give it some color. Oh.
I'd fill a glass half full with Jack when I made my drinks, then fill the glass with ice to bring it almost to the top, and pour enough in there to probably a shot glass or 2 of Coke on top of it. And sometimes I'd stir it, sometimes I'd just drink it like that.
Wow.
I can't
Yeah,
do it.
geez, that's how I used to drink it, straight up.
I'll do
No,
it
I
that
don't
way.
know nothing.
That's when I'm socialized. I ain't gonna walk around sucking on a bottle. So it's good that way too. Go to a bar and especially when they serve you the closed top.
Yep.
Vicky had a friend of ours, was a barmaid, and you go in there and it's like the Thirst Buster size styrofoam cup. She'd fill it halfway, throw ice in it, and a shot with the Coke thing, just like a psh, put the lid on it and charge me $2 for it. I'm like, yeah, you know, there's about a half a fifth of Jack in there, don't you?
Yep. I used to be with Brown.
It's like my boss said to give it to you for that, so I said I'm not gonna argue.
Wow.
Maybe they thought whiskey gets old. I don't know.
Ooh, That sounds like a hangover waiting to happen, Willie D.
Yeah, it does.
Irish whiskey made with vanilla and caramel. That sounds like a sugar headache from hell.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I'm gonna get up for school and my sister and my mom be racing up Ireland's coffee.
Those
There
as
you
well.
go, Kathy.
Who's that?
That's my father's wearable sitting here. It's been here for 3 years, 4 years.
Experimenting.
Yeah. It's a good constant reminder what kind of a dumbass I am when I drink tequila. Used to keep a bottle of Patron in the freezer.
What's that now?
Used to keep a bottle of Patron in the freezer. Whenever I'd go to make mixed drinks, I'd see that in there, like, okay, this would be a good starter. And I'll either take a swig or pour a double shot of it straight from the freezer and go make my Jack and Coke.
Did you know most all your alcohols are diuretics and depressants except one? You wouldn't believe which one it is.
Vodka.
Tequila.
It's bug juice.
That and Vera, aloe vera plants.
Yep.
That's it. Pretty simple. Now you got your potato vodkas or your potato whiskeys and stuff like that. But yeah, your tequilas, most of them are they're not depressants. They lift you up. That's why people get so rowdy and men get mean and women get frisky. Is
Tequila,
because
clothes fall off.
because they get frisky.
Wow.
All the rest of it, they just sit back and they start glooming and dooming, and next thing you know, everybody's fighting. And yeah, I didn't know that for a long time, and I was reading about it, and then I watched that interview with I think it was Joe Rogan and Ron White, and they was talking about it, and he was advertising his new uh, one tequila
Yeah.
that he sponsored building, and yeah, he said that's why he got off scotch. He doesn't drink scotch anymore either. He only drinks tequila now. Still hard as hell on your liver, but
I've seen where one of the tequilas they make down there, was watching the guys do it. It was blue agave.
yep,
And they were making it. It was almost, they filtered it so many times that it was like, about like vodka. It didn't have the tequila taste.
yep.
But that was a high end expensive shit.
Oh, excuse me.
Yep.
Exactly.
Over this week. I think right now that hurricane's hitting Cuba or close.
I'm not sure.
Which one?
That hurricane is coming up, Ian or whatever it is.
Oh, the one that's supposed to slip into the Gulf.
Yeah, I think it's in Cuba right now. Let me see. Yeah, it's down around about even between Jamaica and it's under Cuba. The storm front part of it's in Cuba, but the location it's due south of Florida, but the got a cold front. It's 81 out there.
Huh. Now Carol's up. Z, that was a different one. Fiona is that one. That's up there.
Yes, ER, we do. Well, that's good to hear, Michael Gale.
Yeah, last I heard he was talking about running over into Georgia somewhere, get a little further off the coast. Oh yeah, we're in that season. Yes, Ron White was one of my favorite comedians of all times.
You got to watch where you run to. You might run into.
Yeah, you may just meet one head on. Yeah, if he'll get up in the middle of Georgia or somewhere in there, he should be all right. Get a little wind, maybe a little rain, but he'd be fine. Yeah, Stephen Pence. Yeah. I remember Ron White back when he had really long hair and is dumber than hell with his comedy stage. I just remember him, and I couldn't stand him back then. He almost reminded me of Sam Kinison in a way, but dumber. And he finally got his stuff together. And I want to tell you what, there were about 10 years there, he almost disappeared completely off the map. And when he come back, he had his crap together, and you could tell. You could tell he had some training and a little lining, and people kind of give him some guides, and he actually paid attention apparently.
Well,
to
that's
some of
good.
the what's that?
I said that's good.
Yep, and that was 30 years ago or better when he come back. I've been watching him since I was a kid. Oh, Mom hated me watching him. She'd get mad every time she come in the house, and I'd have that on.
Yeah. Drunk in public. So no, I was drunk and thrown into public.
I was drunk in a bar. I was thrown into public. Yep.
See you in a bit, Stephen.
So, I need to go get smoke before we're out.
Yeah, they had chocolate cake at the birthday party.
That
Oh,
sounds
lovely.
good. I want chocolate cake now.
Well, they also had vanilla cupcakes, and I had a vanilla cupcake because I didn't want the chocolate cake with chocolate icing.
That's awesome that way. A lot of people too much chocolate, but I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but if I'd have eaten the chocolate cake, I'd be really stoned
I-
right now. And I'd be giggling and laughing like a lunatic, not making no sense at all.
you'd be goofy as hell to Wednesday.
Yep. And then Thursday I'd break out knives. It's like, yeah, no.
They used to have this cake at this one place I worked at. That's where they did them steaks I was telling you about, where you aged all that.
Oh yeah.
They called it chocolate sin, and what it was, they take a chocolate or graham cracker crust and put on the bottom, and then they put like these chocolate flakes on top, pour a chocolate cake over it, and they bake that. Then they come back and seal the top with more chocolate syrup, make this whipped cream that was chocolate and put on it, and then put milk chocolate shavings across the top of the whipped cream.
Oh.
That shit was awesome. And they'd make a tray of it, and the tray was probably 2 foot by 3 foot or something. It took the whole tray. It took up the big ass oven they had, like a pizza oven.
Mm-hmm.
And when they pull it out, they'd get about 50 or 100 pieces out of it, and that shit would sell in 2 hours. Everybody come in there, you got that? Okay, I want 5 pieces.
Yeah,
Wow.
it sounds like a heart attack for a piece.
His boss found out I never had sweet potato pie, and he gave me a piece of theirs. God, that shit was good.
Everything
Yep.
there.
Wow.
One of the waitress girls come in at certain times through the week, and she'd make a bunch of pies and age his own steak, cut every steak he had in there, his hamburger he ground.
Wow.
Had this hamburger steak he used to do, and it was basically fried hamburger, and he'd make this with sauteed onions with it, and you put this onion mushroom gravy over the top, serve it with mashed potatoes. And
Oh, it sounds good.
when you make it, you're supposed to only use 2 patties. Well, I'd have a Chuck special. When I was in there a certain day, what I would do is charge the same price, and I'd put an extra patty in. So instead of it being 2/3 a pound, it was a whole pound of hamburger patty.
Oh, wow.
And I'd sell the shit out of them things. He goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I talked to the head waitress, which was sort of the manager, and I was too, and I brought it up. She said, that should be fine. We'll just tell him it's a special." It only cost him at that time about 75 cents more, and it was like a $6.99 deal. He goes, "That's fine." He goes, "But you guys got to let me know when you do this." He goes, "Because I went in here to make a hamburger, and y'all had no hamburger left." I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's when we stopped selling, when the hamburgers run out." He goes, "You mean you could make more or sell more if you had more?" He goes, I said, "Yep." He goes, "What day you want to do that?" I said, "How about Wednesday?" All right. He'd always have a lot of hamburger on Wednesday.
And that place is always packed.
Awesome.
The good thing is about hamburger, if you don't use it all, you can always use it on something else tomorrow.
He'd make hamburger stew or make meatballs and put them up. Or
Meatloaf.
Yep.
yeah, he had a meatloaf thing. He did meatloaf sandwiches, and he'd make a bunch of meatloaves and slice it up and put it up. That way you had day old cold meatloaf, and you drop it on the flat top, kind of score up, burn a little bit of crust on the top and bottom of it, and serve it up on open face, however you wanted it.
Here's Chuck. Here's one I used to do. I'd take a meatloaf and I'd cut them in slices like he's going to make a sandwich.
Yeah.
But then I'd cut them slices in four pieces. I'd make 4 little squares. And I'd get some of them Hawaiian sweet rolls,
Yeah.
Hawaiian bread rolls, the little square ones.
Yeah,
I'd make little sliders out of them, yeah. And I'd put a piece of cheese on them, and them, I want to tell you what, you can't sell enough of them to kids. I mean, they'll buy them as fast as you can make them. Yeah, even adults. They thought that was great.
He had one person would come in there when he'd ask to order, and he goes, "Well, do you have provolone cheese or mozzarella?" And he's like, "I think I got either or." "Do you have spaghetti sauce?" And he goes, "Probably." "Why?" He goes, "I want mine done and put hot pizza sauce and provolone cheese on it." Basically, he said it's like a big giant meatball sandwich to him, which technically, I guess it is. But
Yeah, just not a ball.
I had to try it. To me, it was like eating a meatball sub.
Yep.
That's the only job I like working at. We get together and talk. And you let me know when you feel like you need a raise. Don't just leave here on me. Don't leave me hanging. He goes, I don't want your job. That dude is like, if I wanted something to eat, I was welcome to it. If I wanted to make it for the waitress, I was welcome to it. Just write down what we get. That way he knows to replace it. He was good to his people.
Well, that
Awesome.
way you can count his inventory that way. Yeah.
All right,
We,
Barb.
we wanted one of the $50 aged steaks. We were allowed to have them.
Wow. What's that one steak where they age it? It's Oriental style.
I know what you're talking about. If you're going to ask me to.
Uh,
Wagyu.
yeah, Wagyu. Yes, it's expensive cut of meat. And I think that's from, what is that from? An oxen?
It's
Water buffalo, maybe?
It's like an Angus, but they're an Asian Angus looking cows. And what it is, all it is like your ribeyes with the fine lines all through it, the fat line.
Yep.
And that's what his $50 age were. Everything on it had the little fine lines, no big hunks of fat.
Yeah. It was all just, it was just loaded with marble.
When he cut steaks up, he'd find them certain ones, and then he'd go in different bins. Like he'd cut close to the end on one end, some of the stuff he'd find in the middle, and some he'd find on the big end.
Mm-hmm.
And that depended on the grade and how long he'd age it.
Hey, fat man.
Black food cow, Willie D. Okay.
It was one of them moo cows.
Yeah, I got to try a little taste of that one time, and I want to tell you what, that was phenomenal.
I don't know how it tastes like scallops. Not the only way I ever had it's in a stew or soup or whatever it was.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever had. Well, I'm not a big fan of eating the tail that's been blocking the hole where all the crap comes out of.
It's too close to the asshole. Huh?
Yep.
It's like hell. That old boy, when he ordered hot dogs, he'd order the ones that came from one of the ballpark makers up there. In, I don't know if it's New York or Chicago or somewhere. That he got those actual ballpark dogs.
Yep.
But he liked good food. He didn't like crap food.
Yep. Well, I found if I go to a grocery store and I'm going to buy hot dogs, there's only one I'll buy. That's a beef hot dog, and it's called Nathan's.
Yep, Hebrew National too.
Yes, those are good too. I'll give you that one because I've had them too. But yeah, Nathan's and then Hebrew Nationals. And then Nathan's are pretty expensive. You know, they can be anywhere from $5 to $7 for a package of 8. And then your Hebrew Nationals ain't much cheaper.
And you only get like 5 or 6 in it.
Yeah, there's 6 of them in it.
Wow.
Yep.
But they're made out of ribeye. There
Yep.
ain't no fillers. It's all meat.
Yep. Well, back when they still made good hot dogs. Now it's just all a bunch of crammed together crap. You go get a Bar S, it's going to have beef, pork, turkey, chicken, you name it. It's all going to be stuffed in there.
Crackers, whatever.
Yep.
That's like ballpark. The reason they plump up because the cereal and flours and stuff in it swell.
Yep. Well, Eric, that's good to hear. He had Hebrew Nationals tonight. Yeah, I've been starting to crave a chili cheese dog. I'm going to have to probably just go get the stuff and make it my damn self.
I like building them up like that Chicago dog with the 2 different relishes, the piece of pepper.
Oh, yeah.
Mushroom.
Serrano. Yep. Serrano laid up on top.
Yep.
Yep. Got to have my fresh onions on there.
Everybody's like, that's not a hot dog. That's a hamburger set up on a with a hot dog in it. I'm like, hey, you ought to try one.
Yep. It's freaking good. Very good.
It's expensive, but if you only have one with all the shit you got to have to make it. I'm the only one that eats like it around here. Vicky will put like ketchup and onion and mustard maybe. She won't do slaw. She won't do dill relish. Sweet relish, she puts it on there. It looks like somebody dropped a spot of it on the counter and wiped it up. But she don't put anything like mayonnaise. She'll barely put it on. The only thing she uses a lot of is when she puts butter on something. She's like, I don't like all that sauce and stuff. She goes, all that's got all kind of crap in it.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid growing up, everybody was Oscar Mayer. Mom and Dad bought Sugardale stuff.
Yeah, Oscar Mayer was the hot going brand back then.
Dad being a truck driver, he picked up and delivered stuff to Sugardale, so he pretty much knew everything that was in them.
Daddy probably got a hell of a discount if he got them from work.
Sometimes he'd bring them home in a case of them. We'd have a case of freezer of hot dogs or sausages or them little hams.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
This box was broke. It's considered damaged. We got to write it off. You want it, or we're going to throw it in the dumpster. Put it in my truck. I'll get it.
Uh-huh.
A bag of beans in that big old burlap sack that had a puncture in it enough that you can fit a bean through it. It was waste.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Trust me, I used to have to call that shit when it come in on the trucks. I was the one that had to return it. So I get it in one day when they bring the truck in the next day, because we get in trucks every day. I'd send them back on the truck. Now, whether it made it back to because they'd fill out a claim and turn it in. And half the time, the place would tell us to stow it away. Or if they said, I'll put it on the truck and they'll take care of it for us. In other words, it took a hump. It almost been nice to be a truck driver because half the time you might have had 30 boxes, I mean cases of the stuff in there.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. Apples, you name it.
And you won't have a bill of lading on none of it because once they return it back, there's nothing showing it's there. So.
Nope. And the funny thing is they're just going to destroy it anyway, so they don't really care if it disappears before it gets back or not. It's one less problem they have.
I remember as a kid, Dad and his buddies, they'd come in with a 100-pound bag of beans in a burlap sack or rice or whatever, and they'd all get together and split it up.
Yep.
Had chickens one time, and there was weird looking where they kept them cold, not frozen, but almost. And there was like 5 cases that weren't on the bill of lading, so they got left on his truck. And wanted to know what he's supposed to do with them. They said, do whatever you want for them. There's no paperwork on them, and then we just can't have over amounts here. So
Right.
he called work and said, everything's accounted for here. Leave it there. They wouldn't take it, so he would, and that's like 200 or 300 pounds of chicken.
Hey. So a trucker, if he knows to do it right, he's hauling produce or meats or even dairy. A man can save a fortune, and he's not doing anything illegal.
Yep. Even the dock managers and stuff there will tell you, people on the dock, we got this. Nobody wants it here because we've had enough. Do you want it?
They don't want it because it shows up on their shrink report. You know, because they have to turn in how much they have to throw away.
Yeah.
Well, that looks bad on their department, so they don't want it. They just send it back. Well, the company don't want it back, like you say. So you end up with all this stuff that's free.
Because they even got to write it up. It ends up in the trash can. Why is there 1,000 pounds of something in the trash? The trash should be empty.
Oh yeah, that's called shrink. Yep. That's your shrink report, and that goes against you if you're a produce manager or meat manager or dairy manager. Yeah, they don't want it nowhere near them.
And when they do inventory, which a lot of them places do daily or weekly or both, that they don't want to have overage or underage either way.
Yep. We did ours daily, our shrink reports. Daily.
What's
Yeah,
the
my-
shrink report?
My son-in-law worked for Taco Bell, and he called me one time, and he goes, "I got to do something with this now." And he goes, "I ain't got room in my freezer." He goes, "It's not frozen yet; it's in the cold, but we got to put it in the freezer. But we can't put it in the freezer because they're pulling inventory on us tomorrow, and there's going to be management here." He goes, "I got one case of Taco Bell hamburger meat and one case of steak fajita meat. Do you want it?" He goes, "I'll drop it off at you when I get off work, but I got to get it out of the store." I'm like, "Sure." Yeah, I said, "I'll take it." I made it around a house full, but he ended up bringing it by. He had it all wrapped up in thermal jackets and blankets and stuff they cover it up with, and they take it out of the truck when they leave it sitting in the back until somebody can count it.
Right.
We got here and it was still ice cold. I broke them apart and put them in the freezer. And then everybody show up here, grandkids wanting tacos, and Vicky and them use it. They'd make different things with it. Had fajita steak for anybody that wanted it. Eventually went through it.
And Dorinda, you asked a question. What was it?
What was the shrink report?
Okay, what a shrink report is, no matter what department you're in, is at the end of the day, throughout the day, people go through and they're culling the old inventory. In other words, making sure the new's to the front, the old is to the back and on the bottom, or the old is to the top and the front, and the new is to the bottom and the back. So they're not buying all the new, and not doing anything with the old. It helps sell it. Well, if it starts to turn on them, they have to throw it away. Well, you're supposed to weigh it, you're supposed to count it, and then you can dispose of it. And that goes on your report. And that's for every item in every department that you do. And each department is reliable for their own shrink report.
And it's part of your end of the year inventory.
Yeah, well, but this is in grocery stores, it turns so fast that it's a daily report, and you turn it in once a week.
Yeah, they got to do ours every day.
Yeah, that's us.
Shows damage, theft, sold.
Yeah, no, I thought it was just theft. That's why I didn't understand why
Usually
the produce department had to do it every day when it was theft. I'm like, there's that much theft in the produce department?
You would be shocked. You'd be shocked. Like I said, we was selling $16,000 a day in produce, and we was losing through theft probably $300 to $800 a day.
Oh wow!
Yep.
What the hell do they do? Stick it down their pants?
Some do. Some purses. Women love to walk in there, and they're all highfalutin. I want to tell you, I've seen more rich people steal from a grocery store than I've seen broke people steal from a store.
Yeah.
People walking through eat an apple.
Oh yeah. And throw it away, half eaten. Yep.
I've seen parents, their kid ate the banana while they were in the store, put the banana skin on the scale when they're measuring the bananas.
There, I got the goodie out of it.
Well, they didn't throw it in the garbage, I guess. It's a good thing. They're paying more for their bananas than they actually probably should. Well, they should pay more because they ate the banana, but they're not paying full price for the banana because it was eaten.
Right.
Or if it's half eaten or whatever, they'll stick it on the bananas to weigh them. And I'm like looking at them going, okay.
Yeah, if you taste the grapes while you're there, get one grape. That's part of the drink.
Yeah.
And you know what? We always promoted it. People go, "Is these any good? Reach in there and grab you one. Try it." We promoted it.
Yeah.
No, we didn't tell them to sit down with a plate and eat the whole damn bag. No, but we'd let them sample it. And there was enough of us there. I think there were 6 or 8 of us on the floor at any one time. And they would sample it. If they liked it, they bought it. Especially if they go, "What is that fruit?" Well, hang on a second. I'd go in the back and I'd get a knife, come out, and I'd throw it on my little tray I'd carry and just cut it open and give them half of it and let them try it. And if I didn't know what it was, I'd eat the other half with them. I was told to do that
Mhm.
by the CEO of the company. Yeah, I've got to be able to explain it. I can't sell it if I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah.
Remember the days when you used to go in the store, like they'd have the different lunch meats open, you stick it with a pretzel, fry the meat and cheese, or they'd have apple slices out for the apples or oranges, or little thing with grapes or berries in it, try their different shit. Now they don't do none of that no more.
No.
Well, they do in Oklahoma City still.
Probably
They're,
mom and pop places, not big name places, huh?
Well, they do own 13 different stores now, but yeah, he started out with one, and he built it on his own. Him and Steve Lawrence, and they're one of the most successful stores in the Oklahoma City area for any of it. Dry goods, they'll produce as much money a year as Walmart's, and they're all privately owned. They're not corporation owned.
Yeah, I don't see how people are willing to get the stuff a little bit cheaper by going to Walmart to turn around. They lose that friendship kind of thing that used to have in the old stores.
Oh yeah. No, we was always when we was trained. We was trained. I was trained on the fly. But anyway, yeah, they always told us, spend time with your customers and help them out. But they also expect you to get your shit done too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I want to tell you what, I'd show up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And there's times I wouldn't leave till 9 o'clock at night. I'd go through halfway through the second shift with them
Yeah.
because I just my shit wasn't done. My days off, they'd say, "Hey, can you come in and help for an hour or two?" I'd end up being there 8 to 10 hours.
I wish we still had mom and pop shops here in the Sioux. We do not.
Everything's trying to go corporate so they can control it all.
Even
Yeah,
at corporate, I remember
corporate
at
needs to
Kmart, how friendly Kmart used to be. Remember the cafe thing in the front, the little diner? I can't tell you how many kids I remember growing up. There'd be kids up there eating a bowl of tomato soup and a grilled cheese or a hamburger or some French fries. Or
Yep. Yep. Yeah, we had a little deli area because our fresh cooked deli stuff was right in between our produce department and the meat department. So it worked out pretty good for them because they had all they needed. And anything would come in and was starting to turn, they would take it in that deli department. They'd cut out all the bad stuff and they'd repurpose it. They'd make salsa out of like tomatoes or cut off a bad piece of tomato and make potato salad out of it. And they make some damn good food. And they called in a culinary chef to do all this for them. And they paid him well. And I want to tell you what, he was good. He even had his own cooking show he did right there for Buy for Less in their own. He wouldn't do it in the deli, but he'd go over into the cafeteria like little area where you could sit and eat. And he'd teach classes in there and they'd film it and put it all over the TV there in Oklahoma City and the surrounding areas. So it was pretty cool. And he had full classes. I mean, there'd be 40, 50, 60 people in there.
Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
Remember being a kid? You remember when they used to have all the different people come through there and they'd have their little stand set up and they'd make little pizzas or cut them up and make little samples of this and samples of that.
Yeah.
And kids would be in there, and I remember being one of them. Like, come on, Mom, we gonna get stuff. We gonna go here and eat. So I said, I'm hungry, and then he said, come here, buddy. I'm making these pizzas. I'll make you one, and you can have it yourself.
Yep. Yeah, we still did that at Buy for Less, and also the Dollar General, or I mean the Dillons at Dodge City still does that too. You'd be walking along, there'd just be a lady there, and she'd have some kind of teriyaki chicken or something cooked up, and she'd have it each piece stuck with a toothpick in a little cup under this little glass deal. You just lift this little plastic deal and pick up one of the cups, and you could sample it. And if it was really good, people usually got a second sample.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in about 5 years around here anywhere. Last time I seen it, and then like talk about with that, they still do give it a bunch of it that the kids like. That they let them have a bunch of it. I can make more.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's what they're supposed to do there for 8 hours anyway.
I want to say it was meatballs the last time I seen them do it, and they had the little cup of sauce they give you in a meatball, and they were pulling it out on paper and giving the kids a bunch of meatballs and a couple of cups of just sauce, and the kids would eat that, and then they're pacified, quit bugging the hell out of mama because they're hungry and ready to go home.
The grocery store's the worst place in the world to be when you're hungry,
Yep.
especially on a budget.
Yeah, with a hungry kid.
Yeah. You're going to get to the checkout line, you're going to have $400 of items you did not put in there. Looks like Miss Bonnie's going to be coming on here in about 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
What was her title, Dorinda?
Pardon?
What was her title?
Jesus, take the wheel.
Okay.
Damn, I'm almost saying this little one's almost at 100.
What's that now?
This little channel here is on that I did almost at 100.
Awesome.
Good.
So when are you going to go on, Chuck?
I got to get it set up to where I was going to do one today, and I got a link at the StreamYard, and then they got to wait up to 24 hours. I thought it was for just YouTube in general. No, that's got to have it associated with something to go live before Windows.
Yep. All right.
I'll tell you exactly what it says here in a second.
All right.
Go live. Request access to streaming. Once requested, it may take up to 24 hours to get access to live streaming. You hit request. Got to verify a phone number.
Correct.
Let me try this. Might as well get it going while I'm thinking of it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, Carol Z, I kind of figured it'd be going up again.
And then it'll go down just before your elections.
That could be a different way of looking at it too. It may not if they think the Republicans are going to win. That way they have someone to blame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's how they do it. It's called a wrap-up smear.
Yep.
Nancy Pelosi even told us what it meant one day on live national television. I'm thinking, you got to be the dumbest drunk I've ever seen on national television. Bubba J with Jeff Dunham has more sense than her.
Carol Z, go up in chat and find it. Red, put it out. Sorry, Shane. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
This Texas Twisted, isn't it?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his channel's right there where his name says across the screen there. It's Texas Twisted. TWIZTID.
Mr. Cherry Tits. It's whatever topic comes up. That's a weird name.
It's been a little odd, but I have seen it before.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah, it's been a little while, but I've seen it before. Tonight's just a relaxing Sunday. We didn't have any topic really. We've talked about a little bit of everything. Mostly food. Yeah, mostly food.
There, Carol Z. She put it in again. Oh, okay.
Good.
Yeah, I thought you subbed the other night, but hey. We sometimes get confused.
Oh yeah.
I've gone to it 3 different times to sub, and I've already subbed. I love the train.
Long black train coming down the road.
Well, the small town I grew up in, it was built around the railroad, so there was always trains.
Oh yeah.
So I love the sound of a train.
Only 23 hours and 59 minutes and 51 seconds till you can.
AB1 TV, hello.
Thank you, AB. AB1 TV. Is that like Obi-Wan Kenobi in a way?
Maybe. Like I said, Carol, in the last 3 days, I've gone 3 different times to sub to Chuck's channel, and I've already been subbed.
Note to self. Hello.
It depends on what you're going to do with the poop, Mr. Cherry Tits. Just saying. You're going to gather it up in the neighborhood and all your neighbors will be happy? That's a cool thing. Then shove it in the garbage? That's cool. You're going to stick it on someone's porch? That's not quite so cool. But it'd be funny if you lit it on fire first. Sorry, that's what we used to do. Never mind. Shut up.
I wasn't going to say anything like that.
Come blurting out before I thought.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Anything and everything, AB1. Angelo Ziccarelli, anything and everything. Although I think we're going to be shutting it down very shortly and going over to Bonnie's channel. At least I'm heading over to Bonnie's channel. on. I gotta go to Bonnie's channel.
Somebody was asking about my channel name. It's right here, or access.
Yeah. Okay, I'm stepping down to go to Bonnie's. Love you, Chuck. Love you, Shane.
We'll see you, Drew.
Damn, I'm strangled.
What's up?
You ever get that where you feel like you got something stuck in your throat and you try to talk?
Yep. Yep.
Yes, I'm gonna jump off here too if you fix and fold up, and I gotta go get cigarettes before she leaves. I don't know why we don't do this. I told her when we go we need to buy more than a couple of packs.
Yeah, carton at a time if you can.
Yeah, you don't save no money anymore, but at least you ain't gotta go hunting them.
Well, you save a lot of money because you ain't driving up and down the road all the time.
You know,
You're making one trip instead of 10.
It gives me a reason to get out, and I'd be all right if she'd go with me, but most times she don't.
Right, right. All right, now I'm going to invite Red up if she wants to come up, or if she wants to bail and go over to Bonnie's too. That's fine, but I'm going to go ahead and shut the live down. So
Yeah,
I don't know
if go with her or not. I don't like get on panel with my mouth if they're being religious.
Well, if you go get cigarettes, you've got the link still, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Pop back in.
All right.
All right, I'm going to drop the link for if Willie D's still in there. I want him to come up too, and Red. And let me look and see if there's anybody else I'm going to invite. Stephen, if your phone is charged this time, you can come up. Stephen Pence.
All right, well, I'll drop down. I'll see you in a bit.
All right, that'll work.
All right, bye.
All right. Anyway, I think that's probably about it. But anyway, if you all want to come up, that's fine. I'll drop the link one more time for you three. And then, no, she does not. Just go look it up, Dylan. It's called Bonnie's. Bonnies. She'll have a white cowboy hat, and it says, "Oh, kick back and relax," or something like that on it. She's a good girl. So anyway, I'm going to drop the link for the 3 invitees. And then I'm going to close the live down. There we go. So anyway, Willie, Stephen, Red, Ed, you're more than welcome to. Ed, if you want to come up too. Hey, Red.
Hello, hello.
Okay, there's Eric.
Hey.
Hey, you're kind of, there you go. Stephen.
I just came in. I had to let my dog out.
Stephen and Willie D. Going once. At least if you want to come up here after a bit, go ahead and grab it and save it in case you change your mind and want to, Stephen. So anyway, Willie D, if you're still in here, grab her. Or Salty Smiles. Whichever split personality you want to go by. If not, get a hold of Rob and he can get a hold of me because I want to shoot him one too, or call him and see if he wants to come up backstage. So anyway, For the rest of the people here, y'all have a good evening. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. And we'll talk to you all tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Have a good one. Oh, and that will be 6 Central. So anyway, good night. Goodbye.